Good morning, everybody. We are here to talk about Digestzen essential oil. So I'm going to take a little whiff of it. If you have some, go ahead and grab your bottle so you can enjoy it while we talk about it. This is a blend, so that means it's a bunch of oils mixed together. Hey, Mom, thank you for joining me. We're going to talk about Digestzen today. This is a 15 milliliter bottle and it retails for $44, wholesales for $33. You can also get this in Touch, which is the roller bottle which has fractionated coconut oil added to it, so it's diluted already. That retails for $27 and wholesales for $20.25. So this is an oil that you can use all three ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. Safety data that you need to know, hi kitty cat, is that use with caution during pregnancy. Use only a drop massaged into the outer ear for nausea. And that's because of some of the oils that are in the blend are oils that you would use cautiously if you are pregnant. So I want to start off this time talking about the emotional benefit of Digestzen, because it surprised me a little bit when I looked that up, because Digestzen was formulated to support our digestive system. So I wouldn't necessarily think that there were any emotional aspects to that, but I was wrong. So this oil is good for someone who is lacking interest in life and the physical world, generally due to being overwhelmed. So when individuals are fully overwhelmed or overstimulated, they're too busy, they're doing too much, there's too much going on, too much stress, whatever. They may lose their appetite for food, for life, for the physical world in general. They may become apathetic about their situation and begin neglecting their body's basic needs. So this is an oil that you would use if you are experiencing that, or if you know somebody who is experiencing that. So let's talk about what is in Digestzen. Ginger is one of the oils in it, and I always grew up drinking ginger ale when I had an upset stomach, and it's because ginger is very calming to the digestive system, and it reduces nausea and motion sickness. Peppermint is also in Digestzen, and it is in there for three main reasons. It's soothing, it's cooling, because generally when you're feeling upset, there's some overheating going on, and it helps to dilate. So think about when things are upset, if they're constricting and spasming, that's actually going to make some worse. And if it can dilate and open up, that's going to help stuff a whole lot. Hey, Audrey, thank you for joining me. The next oil in it is tarragon. And tarragon helps to reduce gas. It helps to reduce spasms. It also helps nervous digestion and sluggish digestion. So I know when I am nervous, it definitely affects my digestion, I can tell. So that's why tarragon is in there. Fennel is in there because it supports the liver, and the liver is where enzymes and food and nutrition is processed, and so you're not getting anything out of your digestive system if your liver's not working properly. Caraway helps with indigestion, spasms, and flatulence. Coriander helps with indigestion, spasms, flatulence, and diarrhea. And anise seed calms and strengthens the digestive system. So those are all make total sense as to why they were included in this blend once you read about what properties they have for the digestive system. So I find it interesting too that tarragon and caraway and anise are ones that are in here that we can't get as single oils. So that makes this a valuable blend to have on hand too, because we can get those oils that way. So let's talk about practical applications. So this is one that you can diffuse if you're heading out on a road trip and you know that somebody in the car battles motion sickness. I would put Digestzen in the car diffuser. So for bloating, gas, heartburn, nausea, and indigestion, you're going to apply topically over the abdomen and take internally in a capsule. For reflux and colic, you can take it in water or a capsule with lemon, because lemon's going to help cleanse as well. For a dry or sore throat, you're going to take your water with Digestzen in it and then gargle with it. For morning sickness and heartburn, apply to the chest, pulse points, abdomen, and or take in a glass of water. Again, if your morning sickness is due to pregnancy, you want to probably find someone who has more experience with oils than I do, first of all, because I got my oils way too late for that stage of life. But do your research and make sure. Also experiment with your own body and see whether it helps you or not. For motion sickness and travel sickness, inhale, apply directly under the nose, and take a little bit in a capsule or in water. For colitis and irritable bowel, take in a capsule in water and massage it into your abdomen on a daily basis. For diarrhea and constipation, take in a capsule or in water. Also apply to the abdomen. Crohn's disease and chronic fatigue, take it in a capsule and rub on the abdomen. Food poisoning, take in a capsule or in water frequently. And for cough and sinus congestion, apply diluted around your belly button, also the bridge of your nose, your sinuses, and take some in a capsule or in water. I found Digestzen to be very beneficial when I have sinus headache, because I can apply it directly on the sinus bones and it helps. And I also apply it around my belly button and it helps. And those of you who are Digestzen fans know just how amazing and how rapid this product works. My favorite story about Digestzen helping me personally was we were out of town and we had eaten at a restaurant where I had a sandwich and tater tots for lunch. And I got tater tots, not thinking about the fact that I was at a restaurant and they were going to be fried, whereas when I make tater tots at home, I bake them. So those tater tots had lain like a brick in my stomach all afternoon, and it was supper time. Everybody else was hungry and ready for supper, and I was still dealing with tater tots like a brick in my stomach. And so they started talking about where they wanted to go out to eat, and Italian was what came up, and I was just like, whoa. So we go to the Italian restaurant, and I'm sitting there looking at the menu going, I don't want anything. And John said, don't you have oils with you? I said, yeah. And he said, well, why haven't you used your Digestzen? Oh no, I forgot about it. So I put 2 drops under my tongue, and I took a drop and rubbed it on my abdomen as best I could. And I'm not kidding y'all, by the time our food got to the table, I was hungry and ready to eat. That was how fast it worked. So if you don't have some Digestzen, you need it because it's your tummy's best friend. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.